I'm going to commentate over this and whatnot. I mean, whatever. Um, but we just look at the headline. You know, that's not what we're getting. I mean, and the information that we're getting is actually pretty damn significant because, well, let me just say, let me just play this out. But Iranian vessels engage U.S. Navy, Coast Guard, in Persian Gulf.
There is significant resistance tonight to the coronavirus vaccine, getting it among one very important segment of society, the U.S. military.
Represent the American people. Are the people. When we assume the soldier, we do not lay aside the citizen.
Many servicemen and women refuse to take the shot for one reason or another. Some Democrats now want the commander-in-chief to make vaccinations mandatory for anyone serving.
Really? You know? Okay.
National Security correspondent Jennifer Griffin reports tonight from the Pentagon.
Courtney Walt-Billig's husband is an Army captain based at Fort Bliss. This dental hygienist, mother of two, is young, healthy, and like many military families, was hesitant to get the COVID vaccine.
I know a lot of my friends and coworkers were like, I'm not going to put that into my body. I don't know what's in it.
Democratic lawmakers led by Congressman Jim Panetta wrote a letter demanding President Biden order the military vaccinated before 600,000 troops and their families at a mandate. Others moved this summer to new bases in the U.S. and abroad. Letter demanding President Biden order the military vaccinated before 600,000 troops and their families begin to move this summer.
No, you don't control us that well.
To new bases in the U.S. and abroad, potentially spreading the virus.
Second shot, correct?
That is correct.
Some Republicans have balked at a mandate. Others say troops can't afford the downtime if they get sick. One reason this military spouse got her COVID shot.
I don't want to have to worry about being on, they go on contact traces every time someone goes and has COVID. They have to be out for 2 weeks.
This former Navy SEAL got the vaccine, but says it should remain a person's choice.
If we force people to opt in, that will not have as positive of an effect on the other 324 million Americans that aren't in the Department of Defense.
Skeptics like Staff Sergeant Kira Holbrook, who worried the vaccine would make her infertile, are coming around and getting vaccinated at Fort Bragg.
I even talked to people who've got the vaccine and they're pregnant now. I've talked to people who've taken the vaccine and they're breastfeeding, and they broke down like the ingredients and how it has nothing to do with that. So I'm comfortable with that now.
One thing I really remember is immediately after getting my shot, putting my top back.
Lead the nation. We need to see this virus as a national security threat, just as coming to attack us on our soils.
Fort Bragg has already seen a turnaround in vaccine hesitancy since February, according to U.S. military officials, with 60% of those serving there willing to take the vaccine compared to 37% 3 months ago. Brett?
That's it.
The fact is, we're maintaining resistance. Unfortunately, there's a bunch of normies out there, a bunch of woke motherfuckers, and
Interesting, Jen. I want to turn overseas. Iran has been thumbing its nose at the U.S. before.
And the fact is, Biden controls the military. Why does he need an executive order? Why can't he just pass it down the chain of command? I can tell you why, because he's a fool.
These negotiations resume on a nuclear deal, saying they're going to enrich uranium to a higher level. Now, another threat that we haven't seen for a few years popping up from Iran again.
That's right, Brett. 3 Iranian Revolutionary Guard gunboats like these approached a U.S. Navy and a Coast Guard patrol boat in the Persian Gulf last night. The armed Iranian fast boats got within 68 yards of the USS Firebolt, which issued warnings in the dark over bridge-to-bridge radio. When those messages were ignored, the U.S. warship fired shots and the Iranian gunboats fled. We've just learned it's the second time Iranian gunboats have challenged a U.S. warship this month alone. Brett?
The closed captions are crazy on this. But they're poking and prodding the defenses. You know, and they're learning the behavior. Okay, this is how they react. This is how they react. You know, and never underestimate the opposition. They're always learning and adapting, evolving to the battlefield, just like we are. And that's what I'm worried about, is that people are complacent. Take care, be safe, be kind, stay strong, love y'all.